match day 17, I think, might be 17, of the Premier League. I'm going to give my thoughts and opinions on every single game, as we always do, from the weekend. So let me know your thoughts and opinions on any of the games we discuss in this video. We have a lot less games in this one because, of course, one, the Everton-Liverpool game was postponed, and two, there's Monday Night Football as well. But anyways, let's get into a lot of talking points. So we start with Aston Villa 1, Southampton 0, goals from Jean Duran in this one, and yeah, I mean, it was a pretty uneventful game, but I actually thought Southampton were kind of unlucky in this one to come away with nothing. I mean, the stats are a little bit unkind to them. They didn't have a shot on target, but I actually thought Southampton didn't play that bad in this game, to be honest. I thought they were pretty decent for large portions of the game, and a lot of Villa's chances came from Southampton's own doing, as has been the story of their season, really. And after, getting battered midweek by Chelsea, I thought this was an improved performance by them. But yet again, just, poor at the back, and then going forward in the final third, they get into nice positions, but it's always that final pass, that final ball, that final decision, which they always mess up. And yeah, it's been the story of their season, and it's happened again. It's another loss. I think the pressure is starting to mount on Russell Martin as well. I do think it's only a matter of time really before he does get the sack, because I'm sure he's not too popular with the Southampton fans, and yeah, they just keep on losing, don't they? Even though, as I said, I don't think they were that bad in this game. Coming up against a pretty good Villa side, but for Villa, it's a big win because back-to-back wins now after a pretty dismal run of games recently. To get a win like this, even when they didn't play the best, it's about getting the job done, and they did that. Initially, Jean Duran got the goal, and he got a start in this game, his first Premier League start of the season, which is pretty mad considering how good he's been and how poor Ollie Watkins has been at points. So yeah, John Duran came in as a starter and proved he can do it while starting games as well. He's not just an impact player, so that was a good moment for him. It'll be interesting if he keeps his spot or Ollie Watkins comes in. And Villa, as I said, it's overall just a good victory for them. Get back to winning ways, and they've got Champions League coming up in midweek, so again, get a win under their belt. Rested a couple players, rotated the squad a little bit in this one. Onana, Watkins, Cash, Digne, a lot of these guys didn't play, so overall a solid victory for Villa. Disappointing though for Southampton, but they couldn't get anything from this. Brentford 4, Newcastle 2. Guys from Brian and Buemo, Johan Visa, Nathan Collins, Kevin Jordan, Alexander Isak, and Harvey Barnes. I mean, yet another goal-mouth, action-packed game involving Brentford at home. I mean, if you want goals this season, just every single time there's a game at the G-Tech, just go watch that. You're guaranteed goals, you're guaranteed drama. I mean, Brentford, by far and away, I've said it all season, the most fun and entertaining team to watch in the Premier League, especially at home, and I'm pretty sure they continue their 100% winning record at home. With a big victory here, yet again backing in the goals, Brian Buemo and Johan Visa, again scoring goals as they have done all season long. Brian Buemo's goal in particular was a fantastic goal, really well taken. Kevin Schade scored a hat-trick last weekend and managed to get a goal this time around as well, which is good for him. Nathan Collins has actually been really good going forward recently this season. Got himself a goal. And yeah, overall Brentford, really good performance yet again. The Fortress, I mean, defensively they were a bit poor, and to be honest, I think a lot of their goals were mainly due to Newcastle's poor defending. I don't think Brentford were incredible in this game. as you can see the stats, it was kind of an even game to be honest, but Brentford punished Newcastle's mistake, whereas Newcastle couldn't punish Brentford's. That's ultimately why Brentford got the victory, so well played to them. But for Newcastle, yeah, this is poor. This is a damaging defeat here. And pressure is starting to build on Eddie Howe and his Newcastle team because they just can't get results right now. I will say this was actually one of their better performances, at least going forward. Like, they did look threatening, which is something you can't really say for the other games. But defensively, absolute shambles. I mean, pretty much all of the goals could be preventable from a Newcastle perspective. It was so poor. Just individual error after individual error. I think it's the Collins one as well in particular, where the ball just gets, where the ball gets kicked on by Mark Flecken, like from a free kick, and like 5 Newcastle defenders just let it go over their heads. Don't contest it. It's just so poor, so bad. Yeah, overall, really disappointed for Newcastle, who are looking like a mess right now, and the next game's going to be massive. I don't know who they have, but they really do need to get a result soon because pressure really is starting to build on their Crystal Palace 2, Manchester City 2, causing Daniel Munoz, Maxime Lacroix, Erling Haaland and Rico Lewis, who also did get sent off in this game for a second yellow card. Now, more drop points for Manchester City in this game. The kind of crazy thing about how poor Man City have been playing is that I'm not really shocked that they've dropped points here against Crystal Palace, which is quite poor considering, the standards they've set. Man City should be winning games like this, but in the end, I mean, it's kind of just the same story we've kind of come accustomed to from Manchester City this season, where they actually created a couple of decent chances, couldn't put them away. Dean Henderson, credit to him, made some really, really good saves in this one. Don't put those chances away, and then down the other end are just so easily cut open. Midfield is just non-existent, particularly in this game, was run through so easy. I mean, Will Hughes was dominating the Man City midfield. I mean, it's bad when Will Hughes is dominating. Disrespect because he's actually a very good player, but still, like, come on. Just so boring. And individual errors at the back and poor. For example, the Max Lacroix one, what Cole again absolutely bullied at the back. Rico Lewis, I mean, the sending off shouldn't have been a sending off, it shouldn't have been a second yellow. Chalobah, like, literally actually kind of fouls him, to be honest, but even besides that red card, he was getting cooked for the goal. Daniel Munoz, gets in behind him far too easy. Gvardiol was pushed up way too much there. The only defender actually in this team who could hold his head up high was Ruben Diaz, who actually made some really good blocks in this one, and without him, Palace probably win this game, to be honest. City just so poor once again. I mean, some positive take is Matheus Nunes, pretty good performance as he has been all season. To be fair to him, he's been pretty decent. A really good cross for Haaland's goal, and Haaland did manage to get back on the score sheet, which is nice. But it's just more of the same for Manchester City, isn't it? And right now, they just honestly, I would be shocked if they're in the title race come the end of the season. Right now, they're just looking like a pretty mediocre team, to be honest. They look really mediocre. And it obviously Rodri's a factor, but it's just the entire team is just looking so poor. And more drop points means the title is quickly becoming out of reach for them. I mean, Crystal Palace, very good point for them. Some good performances from them as well, and they're slowly improving for sure. I think they're definitely growing into the season, and well played to them. Manchester United 2, Nottingham Forest 3. Got on Rasmus Højlund, Bruno Fernandes, Nikola Milenkovic, Morgan Gibbs-White and Chris Wood. So yet another Manchester team not having a good weekend. Man United losing at home to Nottingham Forest. first defeat at Old Trafford, and wow, Nottingham Forest's first Old Trafford win in 30 years. And if anything, I think this game just showcased the problems that Amram's gonna have at Man United with, the individual errors. The individual errors were just horrific. I mean, Andre Onana with a generational stinker in this game. I mean, that goal from Morgan Gibbs White was absolutely comical. But even besides that, his overall performance was so bad. Now, I'm not going to completely dig into him because he's actually been really, really good this season. But that game just kind of showcased that even if he's been good this season, Onana is one of those goalies who does make those errors from time to time. So you can never be quite certain with him. Lisandro Martinez, I mean, again, comical defending for that goal by Chris Wood, like at the back post. I don't know how he's not clearing that. Giving the ball away at the back, like De Ligt and Euros and that. I think it was Bruno Fernandes, maybe for that Chris Wood goal, giving the ball away. Set pieces and corners. Nikola Milenkovic absolutely bullies the Man United defence. It happened against Arsenal, and you kind of like, okay, it's Arsenal. Arsenal are very good at set pieces, but now it's happened against Forest. Now you're thinking, okay, maybe this is probably a Man United thing. All afternoon they're really getting bullied in the air and dominated by Forest that way. And yeah, as I said, I think Amram's going to have a lot of lessons to learn from this. I will say Bruno Fernandes' goal was really good though. Overall, Forest deserved a win though. Forest were fantastic. Brilliant game plan by them and Nuno. And it's a big win for them in particular because after the disappointing Manchester City result, this has really got them back on track, and a huge win at Man United. I thought the way they defended was superb. When called upon, Matt Sells was really good in goal. They pressed really nicely. I thought Jota Silva was really, really good. He's a good player. Chris Wood also becomes Forest's all-time Premier League top goal scorer, which is pretty impressive. But yeah, what a incredible victory for Nottingham Forest. But I mean, I think this result just proved that United, they was getting ahead of themselves about under Amram, bit of a reality check for them that this is a rebuild and this is going to take some time for United to get fixed. And yeah, we're going to have to go for a lot of results like this, but amazing for Forest, amazing. Next up, Fulham 1, Arsenal 1, got Raul Jimenez and William Saliba. So, Arsenal dropping points in this one. Fulham dug in and managed to snatch a point off Arsenal. Fulham, it was a bit of a smash and grab. I will say, like, firstly, Raul Jimenez goal was superb. Fantastic finish. Fulham did not fare anything going forward in this game after that, though. I mean, look at, they only had 2 shots the entire game. But what I will say is Fulham, even though they didn't offer much going forward, defensively were really, really good in this game. Like, Arsenal were the better team, but it wasn't like Arsenal had chances, but I don't really remember Arsenal having a clear-cut, like, opportunity besides from corners. I don't remember them having, like, a cutting Fulham open at any point. Fulham defended really, really nicely. Leno was good when he had to be called upon, and I think overall the defensive display as a team from Fulham justified them killing a point. As I said, Arsenal, their main chances were really from set pieces. Their goal was from set piece. Stoke City, Burnley FC, set piece Kings, set piece FC, playing like a League One side. Now look, I'm joking. Look, Arsenal. I mean, look, fair play. They do very well on set pieces, but this game did show that there is an over-reliance on, like, if the set pieces, they're not scoring, or like they're over-reliant on the set pieces, but they're very over-reliant on Saka and Odegaard, because in this game, Saka and Odegaard were fairly ineffective. They didn't really do too much. Fulham nullified them very well. Now, outside of that, nobody did anything in the game. Like, nobody else stepped up in open play to do anything of note. And yeah, it was really disappointing. I think from an Arsenal perspective, this game really, really disappointing. Drop points against Fulham. Here, Now Fulham are a good team and a tough side, but for Arsenal, want to be hunting down Liverpool. This is not the way to do it, and more drop points. Liverpool have a game in hand now as well, so Arsenal are slowly slipping away, and it's not good. It's not good at all for them. Ipswich 1, Bournemouth 2. Goals from Connor Chaplin, Enes Unal, and Dango Utara. An absolutely incredible comeback in this game. 87th minute, it shot 1-0 up, and Bournemouth by the end win 2-1. I mean, Bournemouth, they're pretty good at these late comebacks, aren't they? They did something similar versus Everton, didn't they? Turned it around. They were like 2-0 down with not too long to go, and they managed to turn it around. Pretty sure they did it in another game as well this season, but yeah, incredible from Bournemouth. I mean, they did deserve something from this game. They were definitely the better side in this one. They had a lot of chances in this one. Arguably could have had a penalty. Justin Cliver got fouled. But I mean, they were slightly also lucky that we didn't concede a second goal where Kepa got fouled from like a corner, but it was a little bit soft. However, fantastic from Bournemouth. The substitutes, Enes Unal and Dango Utara, coming off the bench and making an impact. Fantastic as well. Yeah, really good win for Bournemouth, who I believe that is 3 wins in a row now for them, which is incredible. They really are pushing on, and who knows, could potentially push for Europe this season. Ipswich, though, I mean, it can't really be happy. It's not really acceptable. 87th minute, 1-0 up. To lose that game is pretty poor. Ipswich actually played pretty decent in this game. They had some decent chances, couldn't get that second goal, couldn't kill off Bournemouth, and then you have a defending. I mean, particularly the 87th minute equaliser. What on earth is that defending? Like, how they get cut open like that so easily in the 87th minute? You're thinking, just sit back, just park the bus. You're 1-0 up, 3 minutes to go. Just sit back. How are they getting like chipped in behind like that? It didn't really make any sense. Really poor game match from Ipswich. They're going to be kicking themselves, absolutely kicking themselves. It was an opportunity to get some points on the board, but absolutely threw it away. Fantastic comeback from Bournemouth though. Next up, we have another incredible comeback. We have Leicester 2, Brighton 2. Goals from Jamie Vardy, Bobby D, Cordova Reed, Tariq Lamptey, and Yankuba Minter. Very similar. It's literally identical. It's pretty mad. Brighton 2-0 up in the 86th minute, and then Leicester end up with 2 goals to make it 2-2, and they both happened at the same time, these games as well, so it was pretty mad, like, what happened in this. But yeah, I mean, just copy and paste what I said from Brighton from the last game really here. Brighton, really poor game management. Absolutely unacceptable that this can be happening. 2-0 up with 86 minutes, in the 86th minute, and to not win this game is really poor. They almost lost it as well. Like, they had a free kick at the end, a corner which could have been taken, but ref blew the whistle. So, but I mean, Igor Thiago, this guy has some, Igor Julio has some blood in his hands. What on earth is he doing? Trying to like dribble past the team in like the last second when your team's 2-1 up. So stupid. But I mean, overall, the poor game management from Brighton. They've done this a couple times now. Like, I remember the Wolves game where they were 2-0 up late on and they chucked it away. They've done it here again. Yeah, Brighton need to work on their game management, because that game was completely in their hands. They were the better side for the majority of it, and they crumbled. I mean, Tariq Lamptey and Minter's goal was really nice for both of them, to be fair, but yeah, really poor. Leicester though, I mean, like I said about Bournemouth, Leicester, they do like their late goals. It's, Leicester have been pretty bad this season, but one thing you cannot say about them is their mentality, and they do always fight to the end. They do like a late goal. I remember the Southampton game with the late equaliser. I think it was Ipswich potentially as well. They did it too, and they've done it again here. So you do have to give it up for their resilience and never say die attitude. Jamie Vardy in particular though, instrumental in both goals. I mean, this guy has been absolutely superb this season. It's insane at his age to be doing what he is doing. It's remarkable. A great finish for his goal, and then a brilliant little pass for Bobby Reed. Steffi Mavadidi as well came off the bench and did fantastic. Great pressing to win the ball back off Igor. And yeah, Ruud van Nistelrooy managed to get a point here. I don't think Leicester were particularly great in this game. They were quite poor, to be honest, but as I said, it's the mentality, the never say die attitude, and it's a big point. It's going to feel like a victory, this one. So they should be really, really happy, and it's a strong start to Ruud van Nistelrooy's campaign at Leicester. 1 win and 1 draw. That's solid, and hopefully they can build upon this. Okay, and now we get onto the main event. Spurs 3, Chelsea 4. Guys on Dominic Solanke, Dejan Kulusevski, Son Heung-min, Jadon Sancho, 2 from Cole Palmer, and Enzo Fernandez. Oh yes. Look, let me just say this now. If you're a Spurs fan, click off the video, turn the video off now. If you're a Spurs fan, you better hope you're asleep by now, because I'm about to be so shameless and absolutely cookie. Okay, so look, we own Spurs. We actually own Spurs. It's so easy. It's actually so easy. Spurs. You know, I don't even feel nervous when we go to play Spurs anymore. Like, I don't, especially away from home. It's guaranteed 3 points when we go to Tottenham Stadium. Guaranteed 3 points, and we've done it yet again. And it was in the most Spursy way possible. 2-0 up in 11 minutes. I wasn't even panicked, because I was like, you know what, Spurs, I know what they're like. They're gonna bottle it eventually. And what happened? Of course, they bottled it. Oh my days, we love to see it. We actually own Spurs. We own them. Spurs are such a joke of a club. I think this is 2 years in a row now. We've gone to your place and put 4 past you. 2 years in a row. Oh, and you call this a rivalry? Please, offer something to the table, Spurs. Like, come on, do something. Like, how is this a rivalry? You're not offering anything to the table. You know, if it's a rival, it's got to be competitive. How are you letting us go to your yard and put 4 past you 2 years in a row? Like, oh my days. Oh, it was beautiful. It was a beautiful performance from us. Cole Palmer. Oh my days, I forgot about this. How could I forget that Spurs let a man, Cole Palmer, do a Panenka at your ground. We were only 1-0 up, and he let a man do a Panenka at yours. That's how unserious we find it. Like, we're just playing around. That's how unserious we find Spurs. Like, this guy's just doing Panenkas casually. Like, it's just a bit of fun, you know, going to play Spurs. It's a bit of fun, because they're just not competition, are they? They're not competition. Oh, it's beautiful. Ice in the veins of Cole Palmer with that amazing Jadon Sancho. I mean, what an amazing goal that was. Oh. Man, United fans, you see that one? United fans, did you see that? A real goal. And he was beautiful game. Absolutely cooked. Enzo Fernandez. Everyone was slating him. At the start of the season. You know, saying, oh, he's a flop, he can't even get into your team. Yeah, look at that. What? That's like 3-4 games now in a row where he scored another goal. Brilliant performance by him. This guy's rediscovered his form. And look at what happens when Enzo is playing good. He is on fire. And he is sensational. He's on form. He is so good. I don't want to hear any slander on Enzo right now. He is playing amazing. Pedro Neto, fantastic performance. Caicedo, fantastic. I mean, Cucurella, when he changed his boots, fantastic. Goal, Badiashile, pretty solid. Cole Palmer, Lavia, good performance from him, to be honest. Like, Everyone was fantastic. Gusto came on, great. Robert Sanchez, I mean, I still have my question marks over him, but still. Oh man, it feels so good being a Chelsea fan right now. It feels so good, and we just keep on chugging along. Wins. Arsenal drop points, City drop points. We keep winning. We are in the title race. We are in the title race right now. I don't care what anyone says. We are in the title race. Whether we'll be there by the end of the season, I don't know. But we are in the title race right now, and no one can slate us right now. They can't. Like, we are maybe the best attacking team in the league, one of the best attacking teams in Europe. We score goals for fun. We are just playing absolutely amazing, and yeah, it's superb. I'm very happy as a Chelsea fan right now. I'm very happy. I'm probably going to do a video where I talk a little bit more in depth about how I think Chelsea are doing overall, but still, look, I'm wrapping this up. It wasn't the best start, but we did manage to claw it back. I mean, Spurs, though, absolutely capitulated, and I mean, Basuma and Saar, what on earth are they doing giving away those pens? There was just no need for both pens as well. So poor. Son as well. That miss when, I mean, I don't know what our players were doing. They were just like sleeping for the offside. How did Son miss that? If he scores that, maybe kills the game. But yeah, look, Spurs, absolutely awful. An absolute shambles. 2-0 up to lose that game in the manner they did. The second half, they got cooked, they got blammed, they got diced. They got absolutely cooked, sliced, diced in that second half. It was such a poor second half from Spurs. I mean, could have said he got a nice goal, I'll give him that, but yeah. Incredible win for Chelsea. Takes us second in the league, which I'm so happy about. But yeah, anyways, let's wrap up with some awards. So, the worst refereeing decision of the week. Caicedo, red card is up there. To be honest, he probably should have got sent off, but I do not care. But I'm going to do for Rico Lewis red card. That was not a red card at all, or a second yellow. Player of the week. Honourable mention to Jamie Vardy, but I have to give it to ice cold Cole Palmer. I don't care if they're two penalties. It's got a brace and one of them's a Paneka. I'm giving it to you. Worst player of the week. I mean, we had a lot of entries here. Andre Onana is definitely up there. The entire Newcastle defence is definitely up there. Igor for Brighton, definitely up there. The entire Ipswich defence for grumbling like that is up there. But I'm giving it to the entire Spurs team for grumbling and the way they did it in that second half. Absolutely awful. And a moment of the week. Honourable mention to Pep Guardiola in his interview post-match, talking about Rico Lewis. If you haven't seen it, go see it. I don't know what on earth's gone on with that guy. That guy's losing his mind. He's losing his mind right now. But I have to give it to Cole Palmer with a Paneka. Oh, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. A Paneka penalty at Tottenham Stadium. Tottenham, do not ever let them grow, man. Do a Paneka at your stadium like that ever again. Do not ever let that happen. Anyways, hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have enjoyed, please leave a like, consider subscribing, and I'll see you